This video is sponsored by Deep Cut Studios. For a wide range of fantastic gaming resources such as battle mats, dice trays and pre-painted bases, check out the description below.
Hi guys, welcome back to TNG Productions. My name is Tom.
And my name is Ian.
What are we playing?
We're playing The Walking Dead All-Out War and a scenario from the event that we ran back in April called Walking Dead Revival.
Who won the event? Who won?
Tom won the event. I don't begrudge him. He played very, very well.
Yeah, I cheesed it all the way through. But it's a fantastic event. We played Lines We Cross before the event started, which is our last battle report. What's the name of the one we're doing today?
Today we're playing Walkers of a Resource.
Yeah, which is very different.
It's a really hard game. Please play this at home. Even if you've not got the exact terrain, doesn't matter. Have a go with this objective. Yeah. It's really challenging.
We'll link the PDF to the resources in the description below. But this is the only one I didn't play at the event because we basically cycled around tables. So we thought we'd do this one on camera. So we'll introduce you to our crews. We'll talk you through the scenario. We'll see you in a sec. And these are our 200-point crews for today.
They are indeed.
I am taking the list that I took for the event, which is my meta-breaking, super OP, not in any way bottom-tier prisoners.
I was pleased they won the event.
I was very happy. I think it's testament to playing a crew that you know, I suppose.
Absolutely.
So we've seen them on the channel a lot of times. They're pretty much WYSIWYG for this. So we've got Dexter. He's got a stab vest on, which allows him to force opponents to reroll. Couldn't afford a shotgun when I took it, so I've got a 9mm pistol, which is just extra range dice. I have got Axel, who's wearing a police jacket, which keeps everyone's panic down. He's equipped with a tire iron, and he's got a keepsake, which allows him to either add or remove a headshot. Thomas has got a K-bar combat knife because it's sharp, so he gets rerolls. And Andrew has got a Marlin XT-17, whatever it is, white rifle, which is strapped to his back. Like we said, they're not exactly amazing, but they're pretty jack of all trades, and there's some fun little synergies that are in there, even though they're not an official faction.
Yeah.
How about you?
Right, I've gone for my good old favourites. It's been ages since I've used the greens, because I actually took the Kingdom to that tournament, but because there was also TO in at the same time, I was like, I can't really take the gaming too seriously. So next time I might take the greens. This time I've got Herschel Green, the Green family patriarch, as the leader. He's got his bag of goodies, and he's got a cattle prod as well, because, you know, he lives on a farm.
Just because.
Yeah. We've got Billy Green as well, his son, who is wearing Interceptor body armour, which reduces the damage from all attacks by white. He's also got the Tranquilizer gun, which we know how good that can be.
Horrible weapon, yeah.
Exactly. Thought we'd take some children because we're a family. We've got Susie and Rachel Green. They are carrying a hay hook.
I think the last time we saw them, John was stalking them in Uneasy Alliances, just waiting for...
I remember that. So they've got a piece of equipment that actually came with the Whispers box, believe it or not, that hay hook, but it fits thematically with a farm. We've got Lacey Green as well. She's been equipped with a pitchfork. She's also going to gain the animal catch pole that we're allowed to distribute amongst the crew. And then finally, Patricia has got the .38 revolver.
Yeah, now the way these crews work is they have a lot of functionality together, but given what the scenario is going to be, which we'll talk through in a minute, it's going to be interesting to see how they manage this, because neither crew is particularly killy, but that kind of helps, but at the same time they're not super survivable. So we'll go set up the board and we'll show you what we're playing. And here we are, all set up for today's game of Walkers Are a Resource. And this has already been really different, hasn't it, in terms of deployment and stuff?
It has. I mean, when we're putting the walkers down, every time you want to put the walkers near your opponent to get in their way, but now I need the walkers, so we put them down near ourselves.
Yeah, and it's like having supply tokens. We've got 5 as normal, but walkers don't start near these. You just put them anywhere outside of, 5 inches of your shipping container?
Yes, you do, yeah.
Speaking of shipping containers, what are we trying to do? Because we've deployed within 2 inches of each of ours. What's the aim, mate?
So the aim is to gather up as many walkers to your shipping containers as possible. So the game's got a fixed turn limit of 6 turns, and then you get a point for every walker that is within 4 inches of the shipping container at the end of the game.
Which is crazy dangerous, and the liability is we will also lose points for every one of our survivors that kick the bucket.
Yes, because we have to do it safely. That is the point.
Which is why we've got animal catcher poles.
Yes, well, we have 8 animal catcher pole each. If we had one per model, that might be a bit too easy.
So who have you put yours on?
I put mine on Lacey, which is a gamble.
I've put mine on Dexter, which is not a gamble. It's the safest place it could go. So we've deployed ourselves. This starts on threat level 4, so we are going to have more walkers come in, but again, they can't come in near these containers.
No, they can't, because otherwise, when we designed the game, we thought it was too much chance that if in turn 5 or 6 you get blue dice walkers on, that could be the game for you.
And the fascinating part of this is how it's going to affect event cards as well, because when you've got event cards that allow you to move eligible walkers or move towards the nearest survivor, you're actually going to gamble because you're going to move them more towards you.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm really interested to see how this plays out. I'm terrified because, like I said, this is the one that I didn't do at the event, and you designed this.
Yeah,
So
I've designed it, but I don't know how to play it. Or not play it well anyway.
Equal footing of just like not being certain how this works. Now you have got priority.
Yeah.
So we'll go to the first activation, the first turn, which is going to be the greens.
I can tell it's been a while since I played with guns, because when I've just decided to shoot with Patricia, I thought, oh, this feels different to normal.
How does line of sight work?
Exactly. But it doesn't matter, because I'm going to shoot the walker that's right in front of Patricia. The aim here, as I'm sure you can tell, is to basically cause mayhem and to bring these walkers towards us, which is what we want to do.
So headshot it, kill it dead.
No, what I want to do is I want to knock it prone, but I don't want to kill it, like, if you know what I mean.
Well,
you know, the one time I don't want to kill it.
It's very, very dead.
It is. But that's not a problem, because it causes mayhem, which is going to bring all the walkers towards me.
Now, it's worth saying that why we don't care about threat tracker going up is even if it hits 18, the game won't end.
No, it won't. We'll reduce it by blue at the end of that turn, but it carries on.
It just carries on. It's only panic that's going to affect us. So we'll move those walkers in, and we'll cut back. And you've already pulled some walkers in then.
I'm quite happy with that one. I think guns might be the way to go with this scenario.
It's going to take a second action away, but she cares not.
Yeah, no, she doesn't care at all.
So for my first action, I'm going to go with Dexter. He's already rolled his leadership because over the course of this event, I learned how to play prisoners properly.
Yeah,
so you
did.
do it in the start phase, not the actual activation. So he's able to distribute 2 actions to his fellow buddies. I'm just going to move to here to be within 2, which is the kill zone distance of this lady here. And I'm going to try and use the animal catcher pole. So you roll a black dice on a shield. I can place it anywhere within my kill zone.
Yes.
So we get a blank.
Never mind.
We'll not see that mechanic.
It's my turn to have a go now, Tom.
Farmers should be better than prisoners at
Farmers
this.
should indeed be better. So I'm going to activate Lacey, who you can see here modelled with a pitchfork, and she's going to have a go at it. So she's going to perform a sneak action to come just behind Patricia there, and then let's see, is she successful? No, she's not successful.
Still getting to grips with it.
We are.
Over to Axel then. He is going to sprint on the spot like Sonic the Hedgehog. He's just going to spin wheels where his legs are to here, which is going to pull that walker to there. And then, in fact, you know what? I'm going to move like there. Oh no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter either way. Do it properly, Tom. Play properly. And then I'm just going to make some noise and just be like, come over here.
Makes sense.
Tasty treats. I was hoping to like grab this old man, but I'll deal with him later.
Now, the supply cards technically don't matter in this game, but you never know, we might find some bandages or something that could be useful.
I mean, you kind of want the booby trap, don't you, really?
No,
the mayhem
no,
doesn't
not
hurt.
right now, not with the girls. So I'm going to activate Susie and Rachel Green, who is going to sneak to here, and then we're going to search, and we find a metal pipe, which is, to be fair, we'll have that.
That's not bad at all.
We'll have that. They actually already have a weapon because they have the hay hook, but, you know, it's better than nothing.
So you gain that supply token?
We do indeed. We'll take that with us.
Don't mind me, I'm not measuring to shoot small children.
They are out in the open, to be fair.
Tom's going to go. He is going to... I'm just going to, like, walk to there, and then I'm going to make noise and pull this guy into me.
Okay.
I think that's the smart... I want it near my container, but the problem is, like, when you shove it away, it's hard to do. There's a lot
You
of
also don't want to get penned in, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of thinking about angles, because if I shove him away, it's going to be outside of range, but it's still in the right kind of place. I don't really know how that's going to work. We're going to go with that.
Right, time to activate Herschel. You know he's my favourite with that vet bag. Well, he is, isn't he? Anyone that's watched this channel for a while knows
He hasn't even got, like, medicine in there. He's just got, like, walker treats, like Scooby snacks, just to try and get them in this container.
He does right now. He's going to move to try and get to Patricia, his wife, who is fighting a walker. But I'm just concerned that if Patricia defends, it's red v red, which can go either way.
Yeah.
So Herschel is going to sneak in.
Add some defence dice.
Yeah, add some defence dice to make sure that the missus is fine.
That's fair. Okay, let's try and, I don't know, execute some small children.
You've got no morals.
I'm playing
Tom.
the bad guys. I don't care. Right, so Andrew's going to go. He's going to use one of the first actions that he's being given from Dexter. I'm going to sprint to this position here. That will create noise and gain the attention of yonder walker there. I'm going to aim, and then I'm going to shoot the girls over here.
Yeah, that's an extra red then.
That is a red for him because he's not a marksman. So he's got his Marlin rifle, which is a white. He's got a white for shooting and then a red. What's your defense?
My defense on the girls is only red.
Okay, see how we do?
Ooh, like that. 1. So
okay, so 1 away, so that's 4 damage.
They're fine. They've got one health left.
They got 5 health.
Yeah, they have. But there's two girls. There's 2 of them.
How
isn't
dare they?
They're going to be shouting for their granddad to come and help them now.
Right, I'm going to do an ammo check. I run out of ammo. You'll be thankful to hear that.
Goodness for that.
And I do cause mayhem, so we'll just move those models. And Andrew's got some friends now.
You've stolen my walkers.
That's exactly what it look. I'm hoping I'm just banking entirely on nimble.
This is why though. This is why this scenario is just so strange. Because in what other game that we've ever played do I turn around and say, "Tom, you've stolen my walkers"?
We're on threat level 6 now, so it is creeping up, and that's me all done for this turn.
My final activation is Billy. I've always liked Billy. I can't explain why. I really like the mini.
Yeah.
I do. And we're going to see some of his best rules.
You're going to return some shooting now.
Yeah, exactly. So he's going to run to start off with, which takes him to here. That obviously causes noise, which pulls this walk, and it's just going to tap Susie and Rachel. Not ideal, given they're on 1 wound, but they've got a hay hook, so they'll be fine for later. Now, you would gain cover from this, I want to say barricade? Yellow and black barricade, whatever you want to call it.
Be light cover, but...
And this is what I mean about Billy's best mechanics. He is an expert shot, which is when Billy performs a ranged attack, he forces the target to discard a cover die of their choice.
I'll discard the only cover die I have.
There we have it then.
You're going to try and trank gun me now.
He's a decent shot as well, Billy, because he's red and white, but the trank gun adds an extra red. We don't get headshot damage, but obviously,
You'll lay me prone though if you hit me.
Being stunned is quite decent. So, 2.
Oh, okay, right. I need 2 on my white defense dice here. Right. So damage goes through?
It does, damage regular damage goes
through. So I'll take
yeah.
2 wounds, but more importantly, to be fair, so that knocks me down to 5.
It does.
You've knocked me prone, and I'm about to engage in combat with a walker.
Well, maybe you are. Currently, are they in the kill zone at the moment?
I'm in the kill zone this one because that's moved within 2 of it. So that's instant death if I don't defend it.
A good event card here.
Could ruin nice. Yeah, it's very, very good shot from Billy. I hate Billy. And we're on to the event phase, and we, I don't know. I think Andrew's got a lot of company. Andrew's relying a lot on the black and white dice.
You've basically stolen all of my walkers at this point.
They're not quite near my container yet, though, sadly. And obviously, Dexter's got to fight for his life, quite literally.
Yeah, I would love move white dice walkers in the direction of your choice right now to get the other 2 walkers near him in there. I'd be feeling very good.
What we got then?
Right, we've got 2 quiet. That's a shame because that does not involve moving walkers. We're adding 1 to the threat anyway, which takes us to 7. We're still in low threat. The walkers suddenly stop and nothing seems to happen. I think there's a lot happening on that board, but we do add another 1 to the threat.
8. We're on the cusp of medium.
We are.
Okay, let's add +1 because of combat. And we'll go get into the melee. We're on medium now. We've got a few low nerve people that are going to panic soon.
I have 2.
So we'll go with your melee first.
Yes, we've got Patricia and Herschel. I'm going to defend here, and I've always underestimated defending in this game.
It's the one time in a battle report where we're going to defend more than we attack.
Yeah, because I don't want to kill this walker. It's the only one that's the one that's fighting Rachel and Susie as well, but they're the only scoring walkers so far.
Well, I'll set a par of 1.
Yay, we get 2. I don't know if you can see that.
The headshot doesn't matter, does it?
Headshot doesn't matter, but we're absolutely
So you don't knock
fine.
it prone, you just push it away.
Yeah, and to be fair, even if we hadn't got that, we had to think of the children, which could have given me a reroll as well, which is good. But now I'm going to go opposite tactics with Susie and Rachel because I'm conscious that if they defend, it's red v red, and that's anybody's game. So we're going to attack with our hay hook, which adds a red dice to a melee attack when fighting an enemy that doesn't have a melee weapon equipped.
Okay, the walker gets 2 with a bite. Oh,
that was the correct call.
It was
the correct call. We may have removed a walker, but it was the correct call.
Absolutely necessary. You've done well there. Okay, Dexter, I'm hoping his stab vest will help him here. He is going to defend because he has to, because he's stunned. Do you want to set a par with this walker?
I'll set you apart. Oh, 1.
1, okay. No,
I would have liked more.
I can force you to re-roll the dice. I'm going to see what I get on my defense first.
Okay.
I get a 1. Right, we're all good. We're all good. I'll take that. Just... Oh no. Get away from me. Axel is going to defend. He's actually a pro at defending my crew. He's got a white and a red.
That is a superb defence.
Yeah, he gets 1.
Yep, we get 1 as well.
That's all good, so we'll just separate there. Thomas wants to kill things. He doesn't like defending, so I'm just going to have to roll my red and see what happens on my defence.
Blank.
2 the headshot, but no kills because I'm defending. Go away. And then
This
Andrew, nimble, get a shield. Yes!
Oh, Tom.
Tactical play, I'm just going to go to like...
I was really hoping to get to roll 6 red
He just
dice.
moonwalks away from the walkers.
Yeah, he does.
And that will take us to the end phase. We've got no prone walkers. And at the end of the first turn, this is how the picture looks. And there's definitely more walkers on my half.
I'd be happy if I was you, to be honest.
I'm just going to try and make noise and manage this now.
Yes, you
Much
do.
easier said than done. But I do have initiative, so we'll go to the first activation of second turn, which will be the prisoners. So, first up for me, Dexter's going to go. He's generated 1 additional action for his crew this turn. He's going to spend an action to stand up, and then he's going to do the Sonic the Hedgehog spin his wheels on the spot, and he's going to land there from a sprint, with the intention of this being the closest walker that he's just going to pull into him.
Makes sense.
Just to stop an easy shot going straight back into him again to knock him down.
Okay, it's time to activate Herschel. He's going to use his Herschel's bag. Well, it's not what the card's called.
His magic bag.
Yeah. I don't want to call it the vet bag because that's not as good a version of it, but you get my point. Right, come on, Herschel, let's see what we can do. And he rolls 2, so we would restore 2 health points to the girls. But because of his special rule of patch up, he gets an extra 1, so the girls actually get 3 health back,
So they're
which
on
takes
4
them
health.
back to 4 health. That's
Shrug
really
off that bullet that hit them.
Exactly. Now, I'm just very conscious that I'm very near my deployment zone and there's no walkers. So his second action is going to be, he's going to make a sprint action. And so Herschel's then going to sprint up the board just to try and retrieve some walkers. So
They're all mine.
So he can get to here, and that's going to pull the nearest walker into him like so.
I wanted that one. I wanted Old Man Walker. Pro defender Axel is going to go next. He is going to sprint round to here because I, at least if I win, want to push this walker back towards this. Obviously, it's going to pull this one into base contact here. And that is it for him.
Okay, and now it's time to activate Lacey to try and use this animal catcher pole for the second time. So let's see, can she do it? Yes, she can. So that's that's got paint on it behind the thing. So she's going to reposition this walker here, which will make it a little bit safer.
Yeah, it can't move now for the rest of the turn, can it? So that's the thing with these poles.
Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with that one. But then her second action is going to be to run to here, which will just pull the nearest walker in like so.
Trying to convince them one by one to come to your
Exactly,
side.
but do you know what? Let's just go one by one, get a few safe walkers over here.
So Andrew's got a really difficult decision because he's got 3 walkers nearby, which are great resources, but he also doesn't want to get wrecked by them. Like, I don't want to keep relying on that 50-50. So he is going to take a sprint action. He's not panicking, it's worth saying, because there's a police jacket within line of sight of him. I'm going to take a sprint to here, which is going to bring that walker to there. But either way, I'm then going to make noise and then pull him into me there just to come and hang out and stay near my zone and do those things.
Billy, here we go again. So Billy is going to run. Now, the good thing is there is one walker that would respond to the noise, but it can't move because of the animal catch pole. So he's going to run to here, which gives him a line of sight to Thomas, but there is some heavy cover in the way, which will be a white defence dice. But what's that good rule that we like? Expert shot, Tom. We discard that cover die, and so let's shoot at Thomas. It's not bad. We have got a headshot this time though. So we've got 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I'll reduce it by 1.
Excellent.
So 4 damage still?
No, the headshot doesn't count as
So
damage.
3 damage to Thomas. Puts him on 1 health.
Excellent
And he does
stuff.
get knocked.
Lovely. I'm going to do an ammo check though. And that ammo check is absolutely
He's
fine.
all good. All you've done is made him angry. That's all you've
He's an angry
done.
man anyway.
I'm going to spend my first action to stand up. I have got that spare one from Dexter, so I'm going to use it. So my second action, I'm going to make noise. Pull this guy into this. And then I am going to sprint. And I'm going to kill this walker that you're hanging out with over here.
Interesting.
So it will bring the nearest walker in, which is going to be this young lady.
Yep.
And there's a good chance this might split combat now. I'm not sure if she's going to be within 2 of Herschel. She absolutely is.
Ooh.
So that's probably going to split the combats.
Stealing walkers from me again, Tom.
Might just be trying to kill the ones that are on your side.
I get double activations now. How nice is that?
You get double panic rolls is what you get.
It's because of how cheap the greens are, though. Like, you know, you get extra activations, but you're going to have to panic.
Yeah.
Herschel has a special rule called Patriarch, but I have to be within 6 of him, and I got a rush of blood to the head and moved him halfway up the board. So I'm not going to get that this turn. I'm hoping to get near him now, so we'll get it next turn. Right, let's go with Susie and Rachel Green. And we get Berserk! Come on, guys!
So +1 to the threat. So we're on 10. And they're super angry.
They are super angry. And do you know what girls do when they're super angry? They go and fight
Charge serial
killers. So we're literally going to sprint into Thomas there. That's going to make that walker now move into Herschel.
I think we're going to end up having Herschel versus 2 walkers.
We may, you know, do you get to choose the split?
Something like that with priority.
Oh, that's a shame because I don't want that. Unless, could Patricia potentially come and help out?
Oh, she's up next. What's she going to do?
Right, well, let's find out. I'd love her to go berserk as well. So Patricia gets...
She can only do one action.
Yeah, she can only do one action. That means she can't fire the gun either, which is disappointing. But she can get into a position where she could next turn. So she's just going to perform a sneak action to tuck in behind the skip.
And that'll take us to the event phase. Okay, so we're on to the event phase then. We've split this combat as dictated by my whims. Screw the rules.
Oh no, I'm only messing.
But we have got an event card now.
We do, and we're getting Feeding Frenzy this time, which doesn't do anything to the threats. But because we're in medium, we've got the effect of all quiet and low and then medium based on this card. So initially we roll black dice for each survivor engaged in melee against 1 or more walkers. On paint, that model loses 1 health point. Okay,
so Dexter, safe.
Damn.
Axel takes damage. Andrew, safe. All right, I'll take that. That's all good for me.
I'd took that. That's good going, that.
Herschel?
Yes, right. Come on, Herschel.
Safe.
It's fine.
And is it not Patricia? Who's this?
This is Lacey.
Lacey. Takes a slap.
Takes a damage. She does, but Lacey still has 3 left.
And then what's the next effect?
Then the next effect is, in addition, each player rolls blue dice and moves that many walkers in a direction of their choice.
1 for me.
And
2 for you.
2 for me.
Right, we will just do that now. And that's worked out better for me because it's towards the nearest survivor we double checked there. You tried to cheat the rules.
No, to be fair, I would have done exactly what I did.
That's all good. So I think it does mean that Axel has got many a friend nearby, which I don't think he quite appreciates. But we're going to add 1 to the threat. We're on to 11 now in medium, and we're going to go to the combat. Okay, so let's do mine first. We'll go with Andrew and see if he can nimble away. He does. He cares not for this. He's just going to back away.
Nimble's a good rule for this
Nimble is keeping him alive. Axel doesn't have Nimble and has 6 dice worth of pain.
I bet he wishes he had Nimble.
Do you know what? I'm going to roll an attack rather than defend because I get 2 white dice because I've got a tire iron. I feel that's a better way of mitigating damage that way. So he gets 2 currently.
2's not bad, you know. That's very good.
Okay, I'm going to expend my keepsake. Which means I can add a headshot or I can remove 1. I'm going to remove your headshot just so I don't get bitten.
That 100% makes sense.
Now, walkers don't count it for extra damage, so my 2 will basically mitigate that dice.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3 damage going through to him.
But he's a tanky character.
1, 2, 3. He's only got 2 wounds left, but yeah, we'll separate.
That's the thing. But you've got a lot of walkers at your end.
They are definitely there. Dexter, on the other hand, is just going to defend, I think, for his. He's got 1 walker he's defending against. Yep. So he's got a white dice on his defense.
Super.
He gets a blank.
1.
I've got a stab vest. I could get you to re-roll it. I'll just take the 1. It's okay.
Take the 1.
I'll accept the 1.
The risk there is if you get a 2 and a bite,
headshot,
it's not
good.
Is it?
And then we're going to go to your side because that'll involve your characters as well.
If I could, I would attack with Herschel and use that cattle prod, but he can't because the cattle prod, you see, you can actually only use against survivors.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. You
just have to slap them with his bag.
It'd be too much of a risk to attack, so we're just going to defend in this situation. And the defensive roll is
okay.
That's not ideal. Oh, that's not ideal.
Okay, so that's 4 damage.
Yeah, and a bite.
And a bite.
That only leaves him with 1 health.
Well, we'll see how the bite roll goes in a minute.
And he's the linchpin of my force, you know.
That's when you roll double blanks, it's super sad.
It really is, isn't it?
Thomas versus small girls.
Right, I need the girls to do something.
I've got a K-bar combat knife here, so I've got a white and only a red against survivors, but I can re-roll with stab.
I've got the bonus from Berserk, which is good.
Yeah.
But I can't use the hay hook because you've got a
weapon.
A weapon, which is a shame. Because could you imagine the girls rolling 3 dice? That'd be insane.
So 2 red versus a red and a white.
Yes. 1.
Right, that's interesting. So 3 for me.
Yeah.
I have got the stab, so that'll do 1 extra damage on, I think, on a 50-50. This is one of those rules that no one ever remembers, so let's see if it does. No. So it's going to be 2 damage done to them.
I'd take that, to be fair. It was always a gamble going in for that fight, but I thought it was worth taking.
Yeah, I think that's completely valid. And then we've just got to this little fight over here.
Lovely. Lacey is going to defend.
Walker gets nothing.
And we get nothing too.
Easy peasy. Survival to win all draws. And you've got a big roll now for the end of this turn.
The thing is, right, if he survives, he'll be fine because he can use his bag. But it's will he survive or not?
Well, we'll cut to the end phase and we'll see what it does. Okay. I'm going to let you take it away here, mate.
Now,
don't die.
If he survives, I'm confident. If he doesn't, I'm stuffed. Right, come on, Herschel.
Blanky takes a wound.
Oh, no!
He's going to be replaced by a prone walker.
That actually, right, if you actually realise the pain that's just caused me. Because I've invested a lot of points into him. I've invested 58 points into him.
Yeah.
It's more
and
than
also
a portion of the army.
the nullifying of the panic is a big thing as well,
yes,
isn't it?
It is.
You got priority next turn, though.
Oh, thanks.
That's that. I've never seen Ian go straight from sad to revenge, like within moments.
But the thing is, though, right, not only... I've worked it out quickly on the fly just to do is a 58 points from a 200-point list. Yeah. But also, the ability to heal others is massive.
And Patriarch and everything is just so good. But you immediately went to your normal crutch of like, Billy will save the day.
Yeah. So I'm going to shoot Thomas.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's how it is, isn't it?
Thomas is psychotic, so we'd have to attack the girls. This kind of keeps them safe if you
No,
can
it does, because... Again, I would have relied on Herschel to heal them, so I've not got that, so we need to kill them, kill the attacker. So we're going to do an aimed shot. Billy is a marksman.
Yep, so white dice for you.
Yeah, because why would he not be? And let's shoot at them. And we get 4.
I mean, I absolutely cannot defend against this. I've got 1 red dice, which I get.
Yay!
1. He's dead. You got no headshots.
No, I didn't actually.
So just a prone walker then.
In a way, that's probably the perfect result, isn't it?
It absolutely is, because it means that it's another walker potentially for grabbing, and it means that you've equaled the minus points that will occur with
this. Exactly.
Now you make no mayhem. You have not caused any headshots, so Billy all done.
Yeah, it's over to you, bud.
So this is like a really horrible situation because I need to get through this wall of walkers, but at the same time, like, I don't want to hide behind my container, and I feel that's going to compound my issues. So Dexter's going to go. He has generated 2 extra actions for his teammates for this turn, it's worth saying. Yep. He's going to try and use his pole to move this walker to try and open up this gap here. So
that makes sense.
He fails.
Do you know, they've not been very good.
They've not been great at this, has he? So he's going to take a sprint action, and I'm going to sprint just to the point where this walker is the closer one to me, so probably there.
Yeah.
And the noise is going to pull that in, so I kind of want to start bringing those walkers back to me.
Yeah, of course. Right, let's go with Susie and Rachel then, see what they're going to do.
Bloodlust.
If they go berserk again, I'll be buzzing. Let's see what they get.
Yeah.
They can only perform one action.
Quiet action.
And it cannot cause noise. Now, I was hoping to set up a chase, but I can't set up a chase now. So instead, it's going to be a case of just performing a sneak action in the correct direction, which is to there.
Right, what the hell do you do here? Like,
I don't know.
Pause the video and work this out, because, like, I don't want to run behind this. Like, this is poor play, poor sportsmanship, and Ian has cleverly made rules where I can't just climb on top of this and, like, kick the walkers off.
No, when we play tested it, we had the foresight for that one.
And I can't get a base through to come around this side. So I've got to go with Axel first. But I don't want to start dragging walkers. I'm just going to walk here to be outside of the kill zone of everybody else.
Yeah.
and I'm just going to pray that nothing weird happens in the event cards. So I think that's all I can really do.
That's the beauty of the Walking Dead.
There's no point trying to hold my nerve or anything like that, because it's just going to keep going up, and I need my police jacket to be within 6 of the other boys. So we're just going to go with that for now. I genuinely think these are the hardest decisions we've had to make in like a Walking Dead battle report.
They are. They really are. But this is why I love the game so much. I'm going to activate Lacey, and I had a decision to make here because it was automatically saying, right, animal catcher pole, move it. But the animal catcher pole has a 50-50 chance of not working. She also has a distract keyword.
She can throw her voice.
Basically, yes. Imagine she shouts at that container, but because it's a big flat metal wall, it echoes.
Bounces off.
Do you know, I love the thematic nature of that as well. I really do. That speaks to me. Right, so that's what she's going to do. She's going to sneak, first of all, just to make sure that there is actually room for the walker to go past her. Then she's going to go,
Well, you have to be careful because this walker's also behind this container, so you have to throw it like there.
Yeah, it'll make it throw it to there. And then that's going to make it just sneak. Does it stop at the point of the noise?
Presume so, yeah. It's a solid play.
Yeah.
I love the idea of her just being like an expert in ventriloquism. Can't even say the word ventriloquism.
Ventriloquism.
That's it, ventriloquism. Yes, words. She's a good at the puppet thing.
She is.
Can do the English bad good.
She is. I'm quite happy with that. Shifted the walker that way.
Fair play. Right, he might not be able to speak, but Big Brain Thomas came up with a plan now. I'm going to go with Andrew, and I'm going to run round the back here so that the nearest walker is this one that's pulled in, because I thought if I ran around the back this way, I'm going to pull walkers in here, and then they're going to go and engage and kill Axel. So I think that's the smartest play that I can do for now. And it means if I nimble, I only have to break base contact, so I've at least then got room to run this way. That's my plan.
Patricia's time has come. She again has to panic, no mitigation on it, and she gets this time.
Everyone's like, quiet.
They are over at this side of the board, which means then that she can only sneak. I would have liked to have actually been able to move quite far, but she's just going to perform a sneak action, which takes her to here.
I feel like this event card is going to be a big one. Like,
I think it's just going to say Swarm Axel. Right, here we go. We get +2 to the threat and the Walking Dead.
We're on the cusp of high threat now.
We actually are now with +2. That's a big jump as well.
Yeah.
So, double blue dice walkers enter play, and the same walkers are then each moved towards the nearest survivor. You'll remember, though, that there was a caveat on this one for the walkers here. It said if an event card would bring on any additional walkers, these walkers may not be deployed within 6 inches of either shipping container, which definitely suits you at this point, I think.
I think it does. Well, you've got priority, so do you want to roll the 2 blue dice?
Yes, please. Here we go. And we're getting 5 extra walkers.
So we'll bring them on now.
We went for different approaches.
Look, points for dying. If I get 2 walkers near my container and one of my characters dies, that's a net win.
I mean, it is. But there's 3 turns to go here, Tom. Yeah. There is. Looking at that board now, wow. I think you are winning if the game ended now.
Yeah.
But the game isn't ending now, is it? So, you know.
So we'll add 1 to the threat because there's definitely melee, so we're into high threat now, which means everybody bar Dexter is going to be panicking.
Yeah, I haven't got a single high threat character.
Let's presume Axel's still alive at the end of all of this, and we will get into it. 'Tis only I that has melee.
It is. That wasn't a conscious effort from me, though.
I'm quite concerned with how this might go. Let's go with Andrew. You've blocked my nimble route off, but you know, can I nimble away? No.
About time.
Well,
about time.
I'm gonna have to defend. 2 red dice, thankfully.
Well, I've only got 3 attacking you.
What's the worst that goes?
3.
3? Yes, and I withdraw, so go away.
So
Clear some space. Clear space, and I'm going to deliberately do it so I can get through that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Axel, does he attack or does he defend against this walker? Like, killing it doesn't seem the end of the world at the moment, but
There's a lot of walkers there, isn't there?
I'll defend. No, I'll attack. 2 white dice.
These are the decisions, aren't they?
2, that's okay, it's not dead.
1.
Right, we'll take that. We're taking this, we're taking it as it comes. Dex, though.
Right, Dexter's facing 3.
I'm going to go with a white. I'm going to attack, I think. White and a red.
Interesting. 2. You killed one.
3 with a headshot. I'll kill one of them. I'll kill you, sir. No,
because it's near to me.
No, I'll kill the girl. Because I want to create the window of space to extricate my drama from.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
That could have gone way worse.
I'm actually, if I'm honest, I'm a bit low-key disappointed. I really wanted you to take some damage.
We'll see if these prone walkers stand up, including the corpse of Thomas, and then we'll cut back. And at the end of the third turn, neither bodies of our fallen comrades got back up, so they're still prone in the
quite glad
middle.
about that.
Thoughts so far now? We're past the halfway mark.
I wanted you to take damage that turn.
I did extremely well not to.
You did, because you have got a lot more walkers than me scoring you points here. I've only got 2.
Yeah, everyone not named Dexter is going to panic this turn as well.
I've gone a lot more cautiously towards this objective than you.
That sounds normal.
Yeah.
That sounds routine.
It does actually.
So we'll go to the first activation of turn 4, which is going to be the prisoners. Okay, it's okay. Everything's good. It's still good. Axel's going to go. He doesn't benefit from his own police jacket, so we need to see what he does. He can make 1 action. That's not bad, being a little bit terrified. And it can make noise.
That's good.
It's worth saying Dexter's generated 1 additional action. I don't think we're going to see Axel and Andrew use it, to be fair. So I am going to probably just sneak myself. Can't get past her fully to there.
Clever.
And I'm just going to then push her towards the container, I think, with my attacks.
Now it's time for Billy to try and get off another shot. The problem is, as we've already said,
His nerve.
The nerve level. Nobody is high nerve on the greens. Not surprised the farmers, they're not meant to be fighting an apocalypse, are they? So Billy is going to panic, and when he panics, he gets...
Run, the one you didn't want.
No! Why has this happened?
He's going to go straight back off
that
camera.
is literally the single worst thing that could have happened.
And the worst part about this, mate, is it's going to pull the walker that's near your shipping container away from it.
It does. So with that, he's just going to flee right to the board edge.
Yeah, I'll just rotate here, and that walker is then going to move towards him and tie him up.
There he goes. Like so.
Oh, dear.
Billy, no!
Andrew's going to go. He is near a police jacket, but that only takes his low up to medium.
Yeah.
So, what will he do? He's berserk. He's so mad. He's so angry. That makes a decision for me. I'm just going to sneak round. We've pre-measured this. I'm still going to be within the kill zone of this one, but I'm going to kick it in the face when melee comes around.
You know.
I could do other stuff, but that's just hilarious. I'll leave that there.
Right. I'm going to go with Patricia. Again.
This is a big roll again,
I've actually decided what I want to do, but it's what the dice will allow me to do now. And we get question mark.
So she is terrified. She can do 1 action, but it can make noise.
Right, okay. So what I'm going to do then, in that case, is I'm going to perform a sneak action to get behind this barricade for reasons that I'm sure Tom can guess what they will be.
Dex, somehow not panicking, is going to try and use this bloody animal catcher pole again on this walker.
Nice.
Yeah, he successfully...
About time they started working.
I mean, it's not going to be good news for Axel, because it means I'm going to chuck it there.
First. Can't move, though.
It can't move, though, so it can't do the move-ins. That's fair, actually. That's a good shout. And then I'm going to sprint to here to pull that walker to there.
Nicely done.
I'm going to do some
It's a
fights.
showdown, then. Susie and Rachel, here we go. They are going berserk. Here we go. So
we're up to 16, we
now
think.
that they are going berserk, they are going to try and support Patricia. So they're going to sprint to there. That is obviously going to make the walker chase them, but that's fine. So that's how that's going to happen. I know Tom's going to split that up, but because they've got to think of the children, that might help quite a bit. Now it's time for Lacey. Let's see what she can do. And she... Ooh, I roll that one a lot.
You roll that one quite a lot.
I do roll that a lot. Right, in that case, she might as well just search, see what she gets.
Booby trap, booby trap.
She gets an ammo reload.
I need that.
We'll have the ammo reload. It's better than a lurker, isn't it? I just thought, you never know, she might get something useful. And that's, to be fair,
that is useful. And this is the picture as we go into the event phase. Move-ins could have been a lot worse.
They could.
They really could. What have we got then?
Right, we've got roamers, which is we both roll 2 blue dice, move that many walkers in a direction of our choice, and then another blue dice worth of walkers enter play.
That's a big one near the end of the game. Well, 2/3 in. Right, so I'll roll first. I can move 3.
I like it, Tom.
How about you?
I am moving 2.
And then 2 blue worth of walkers come in.
No, just 1 blue enters
1 blue.
play.
Just 1. So we'll do that now. Oh, where did your walker go, Ian? Where did he go? Where's she gone? Why is she over here?
Because she wandered off, didn't she? She did what walkers do, brownie in motion.
You were like blood and you were like, get into combat. And I was like, I'm just going to move this away. I'm going to move these down here.
Right, do you know what? I've got, damn you, Thomas, honestly.
So this is the only dude who's came on. Yeah. We have got melee. We're up to threat 17 or 8. It doesn't really matter at this stage. We're very, very high. And we'll go do some punching.
It's make or break time, Tom.
You'd be desperate to use this gun.
This is a mechanic we haven't done on the channel for some time. Patricia has a revolver which has got the handgun keyword, which means that she can shoot it whilst in melee.
Do you know the last time this happened? Do you remember? Did you watch the Milestones video where Ian Torrance talked about his scummy move?
Yes,
It's completely legitimate, but in hindsight, he still feels guilty.
This will be scummy because it would also obviously cause mayhem.
Yeah.
So this could either save me the game or just lose me the game. So
right, so you're going to shoot Dexter.
Yeah, let's shoot Dexter, see what we can do to him. Well, we get 4.
4 is big.
It's not bad.
I have
and
a
no
white dice
headshots.
on defense. I've only got 4 wounds, so... All right, right, thank God. Right, so
Wow.
I'm down to 1 health.
And that causes mayhem.
Yeah, now the only reason I didn't shoot first is because I would have also caused mayhem and I'd have to go first, so it's not the best way. So we'll resolve the mayhem. Well, I'm not impressed with that. that wasn't a very kind choice, is it? Oh, that was a bit rude.
No.
It has split the melee into many mini melees now. So, let's go with Dexter. Dexter's going to punch a walker in the face. I'm going to defend.
Nice. Yeah, makes sense.
1.
Walker gets 1.
Yeah, just get away.
Do you know that if you know a different role?
Different role, yeah. Stab vest helps me a little bit. These 2 here.
Yeah, Patricia's going to defend.
You can only defend, because you've shot.
Blank.
Take a wound.
But she has the think of the children who stood next to her, and she gets a 1.
Right, so she's fine. Speaking of the kids, they get an extra red dice because
they do. They're berserk. They're going to attack.
Yeah, because they've got their hay hooks as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Oh, I forgot about the hay hooks. Yeah, we lob the hay hook in as well. I was thinking of the berserk roll.
Just prone it.
That'll do us.
Nike's alternate logo, that is just prone it. And that is the melee all done somehow. So we'll see if these prone walkers stand up and we'll go to the end phase. Don't worry, we didn't forget Billy.
Yeah, we nearly did, don't we?
Nearly did. They both rolled 1, so Billy was successful there. A few walkers have stood up.
They have.
Dead Herschel's up again.
I'm happier than I was this time.
Yeah, like this, I'll show it on camera. Like the 4 inches away from my container only clips these 2 now, so these 3 are actually quite safely out of range.
You still got 1 behind. You still got.
I'm up on points, but
I'm happier than I
the
was.
scrum is not where it was, and unfortunately, my 1 gun, which is Dexter, is kind of very far away from the action.
It is.
How
many health's Dexter got?
He's on 1.
Ooh.
He's but it's a really healthy one, Ian. All right,
Yeah,
it feels
it's a very,
really
very
good about
healthy
that.
one, yeah.
So you've got priority.
Lovely, thank you.
Let's go into it.
I genuinely think this is make or break, Tom.
Yeah, this is a big swing. I've hoarded these walkers for ages, and you're just going to not get headshots, so you don't have to worry about ammo.
No, I know. We rolled 2.
Who's got the ammo reload?
Lacey.
Lacey, okay,
Yeah.
right, I'll take that.
Yeah.
So who's going?
Right, it's going to be Patricia, and she has to panic. What does she get, Tom? Oh, for goodness sake, no!
She's got the worst one.
Oh, dear me, that's game, I think.
I think it's furthest away from an enemy. She's going to run
basically runs to Lacey,
completely off
doesn't she?
camera down to Lacey.
That's actual heartbreak.
She does make noise, though, so this little walker here is going to follow her, the one that you got away from the container.
Yes.
You let loose.
That's broken my heart, you know.
Dexter will take that.
Could you imagine if I still had Herschel and I could have re-rolled it? I know. Heartbreak.
Heartbreak indeed.
But you've still got to get them walkers back, though.
I do. This is like horrendous. It has to be Dexter, but this walker's in the way of me kiting at these. So what I'm going to do is, I've generated 1 extra action for the lads in case they need it. I am going to run to there.
Interesting.
And I'm going to pull this walker
Those poor children.
into there. Because I think they just take my activation away either way, so I think I have to go with it, because he's the only one that won't panic.
First, Billy's gun could be my MVP here.
Billy the Turret
I'm
green.
just trying now because I've lost my composure a little bit with Patricia panicking, a bit like Patricia just then, really. And I'm going to try and shoot Andrew.
At least she thematically ran back to her container. Like she's like, get out of here. This is not worth the hassle.
She did, but she left the kids. We're going to panic with Billy and see what the outcome
Run away.
is
Run off the
gonna
board.
be. Oh, no,
that
that's
saves
fine.
me.
No, it doesn't, because the gun doesn't cause mayhem.
Oh, yeah, bugger.
It doesn't,
Right.
because obviously the shh action, as I've been calling it today, means you can't do anything that causes noise.
But your hunting rifle.
But the trank, as doesn't cause noise, doesn't cause mayhem.
Yeah. Can't aim though. At least that saves me.
True, because it's one action only. So it's just a regular shot at Andrew.
Taking away my cover.
Taking away the cover, and we get
Well, the headshot doesn't count. So
no, the
that's good
headshot
news
doesn't
for me.
count.
I've got 2 red dice for defense. I blocked 2 of it,
2
so
damage.
I'll take 2 damage. I will take that 2 damage. I'm down to 2 health.
And he's laid prone.
He is. That he doesn't appreciate. You stop
but
me
he
from doing
doesn't.
my, like, try and find ammo over here.
Yeah, exactly. Now I have to do an ammo check.
Run out. God
Let's see
damn
what
it,
we
run out
get.
of ammo.
Oh, and he does this time.
Right at the end of the game.
Yeah, well.
Okay. Andrew then, what is he going to do? He's going to go berserk. So our maximum threat now. He's super mad that someone tried to shoot him with a rifle.
Understandably, to be fair.
I'll use my free action generated by Dexter to stand up. I'm going to walk to here. And I'm going to search this and hope I find some bullets that I can fire back. So he has got a 2x4.
Hey.
He's like, I'll punch you with these supplies.
Nice and useful.
That's him done.
I hate the yellow dice. That's all I can
We
say.
never use this dice so much in this game.
Lacey is panicking and she gets question mark.
So you do 1 action.
So in that case, she's going to use her distract to make noise, but choose a point within 6 inches of herself, which we're going to pick here. So that's just going to shamble in a straight line.
Get in the container.
So we've got 1 walking in my container.
Axel left me. Let's see what he does. He can only take 1 action as well. He's just going to stand outside of the melee range. He's going to fall over. He's going to stand here just to be away.
Don't blame him.
Away from all the walkers that could do him harm.
Okay, and it's the event phase. So let's take from the top of the deck. And here we go, Tom. Hey! +1 to the threat. There's a storm coming.
Of course, in the penultimate turn, we get a storm coming.
So the tension reaches fever pitch, add 1 to the threat, we're already at 18. Immediately draw 2 more event cards, applying the results 1 at a time.
Yeah, we're not bothering the rolling blue dice to lower the threat. We're just going to keep it at high because it's just going to keep going up.
Well, I don't think even blue dice could get it lower than that. So the next card is Frayed Nerves.
Oh, that's a game changer.
So what applies here is that 1 model with low or medium nerve chosen by me, which is exciting, create mayhem. If there are no eligible models, add 1 to the threat level.
Is it the girls by any chance?
Yes, I think it's going to be the girls.
Okay.
It is. In fact, I'll have a think about that because I'm wondering, could it be Axel? Because Axel would also be moving them away.
He would. We'll do it and reposition. And then what's the other thing we need to do for this one?
Then, in addition, blue dice walkers into play.
Do you want to roll a blue dice
Yes.
and we'll do it all off camera? 1. Okay. So Axel is absolutely weeing himself here.
Yeah, I would be in his position as well.
We've got 1 walker who's came on up here. I love if you steal this just by literal mayhem.
Could you imagine? Could you actually imagine the scenes?
Go on.
Right, now we have another event card, Tom, and we are adding 1 to the threat. We're already at 18. The Hunger. Each player rolls a blue dice and moves that many eligible walkers towards the nearest survivor.
I suppose these are all eligible because it's just been mayhem, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so you've got a blue dice there. I will be moving 2.
I will be moving, sorry, off camera, 2.
And we'll move those now. And additionally, all prone walkers have stood up as well.
Yeah, I'm so pleased, Tom.
Axel's not. Axel's not long for this world.
No, I don't think he is he?
So we would add 1 to the threat because of melee, but we don't need to.
Yeah,
we don't need to do that.
We don't.
So let's get into it. So let's see if Andrew can nimble his way out first. He does.
Of course he does.
He doesn't want any of this.
Of course he does.
Axel, he's going to attack because I think it increases his chances. He's got 2 white dice.
I wish him the best of luck here.
He's going to need it. He gets 2. Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's
He's
very
dead.
dead. He'll become a Rick-like walker.
There we go. Well, That's a game-changing
That
event
is a big game changer. We've also got this combat that is here, which is Dexter and a Walker versus the girls.
I know, poor girls.
So Dexter is going to attack. He's got a white and a red.
If the girls survive this, I'll be so pleased. Has Dexter got a melee weapon?
Yes, he does. Because he's got the pole, which I suppose technically is it a melee weapon? It is a melee weapon. It says melee weapon on it.
What a shame.
So the red dice for the Walker, because it just adds to mine, gets a 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dex gets 1
The
more.
girls could survive.
They could survive this.
So they don't get the hay hook, which is a shame. But they don't.
2 damage.
2 damage, and that is the girls gone. No.
Yeah, they become prone walkers as well, I suppose, don't they? Because they are not headshotted.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So they become one singular bigger girl. And then we'll go over and we'll look at Billy. Billy versus this Walker then. Walker gets 1.
Billy's defense is blank.
He takes the damage.
He does, but he would reduce the damage by white because of his interceptor body armor. So he reduces it by 2.
Lovely.
So he's fine.
But he is pushed away. The Walker's like, go away, I don't want to go in the container.
Don't blame him.
And as we go into the final turn, this is the picture. There's a lot of Walkers in my half, but it's not near my container.
Yeah, but I've only got 1 scoring at the minute.
Yeah, I wish Andrew had bullets because he could just cause the greatest of mayhem here, but he does not. You've got more alive characters. You're also actually going to get your Walkers back home.
Yeah. Yeah, they might do.
Mine may well fail the mission at this rate.
It's in the balance, really.
So I have got initiative going into this last turn. Everyone's going to be panicking.
They are.
See how it goes. I don't know why I even put this measuring stick out because pre-planning in Walking Dead is insane when you've got panic dice. Dexter gets, terrified. He gets his 1 action. It's worth him saying he's generated 1 for Andrew, should Andrew be able to use it. Yeah. I'm going to sprint.
Fair enough.
I'm going to sprint round to there. I'm going to pull in the nearest Walker. This lady here.
Sounds good.
That's Dexter done.
Right, Billy's mission now is to just secure
this Walker.
A Walker here. And he gets on his panic dice.
He can.
Terrified, which is 1 action. So he's going to run. He's going to run to here. Hey! And the Walker's just going to follow him and engage him. But, we just won't kill it. That's the plan.
I don't have a plan for Andrew. Andrew, we're just going to see what happens to him. So, Andrew gets terrified. He's okay. He's not too sad about that. So, his 1 action is going to be to sprint here. Secure this Walker.
Nice.
That's all I can do, I think, really. Over to you.
Okay, it's Lacey. Let's see what her activation does. She gets
Terrifying.
1 action.
Yeah.
Again, so she's just simply going to make noise to pull this Walker into her, which, if we look at the distance there, we're just, about half an inch in to a scoring point.
Patricia?
Oh, is that it? Is that
Yeah,
right?
well done. Have I got to?
Right, well, Patricia's the big decision maker now. Right, come on, Patricia, go berserk.
She flees.
She flees, of course she flees.
She's just going to go this way now, I think, away from the enemy.
Yeah, she does.
At least she'll live.
Yeah.
On to the final event phase.
Here we go, Tom. We're getting Pandemonium.
Okay.
Which is that all players move all eligible Walkers in a direction of their choice.
Oh.
All eligible Walkers.
That's...
I think that suits you.
I hope so. That's really interesting. Okay. Anything else for it?
Nope, that's it.
Let's do that.
Oh, sorry, yes, no, there is actually double blue dice Walkers then to play.
Okay, let's...
But that's meaningless by comparison.
Well, 4 Walkers will enter play afterwards, but yeah, you're right, it is meaningless. Let's move some Walkers. So at this point, Tom reminds Ian in the scenario that he wrote, there's nothing stopping me from having no models left and still getting the win.
Yeah, I know, if you win with no model, I don't know if you can.
There needs to be a
no
second
model
edition of this
surviving.
scenario now.
But you may survive anyway, because Andrew's just going to nimble
I don't know,
out,
yeah, he can create the tiniest separation, I think.
What a swine.
But
he may not nimble out.
He may not nimble out, and then I might get nibbled to death.
Exactly.
The extra water, we just did that. That's all that matters in terms of extra
exactly.
water. But there's a lot of points here for me.
There is.
Ish. If I'm
There
alive.
is.
Let's get into it. Try and get all these fights in shot here. So
I know, we're proper dispersed actually.
Billy?
Yes, right, Billy's going to defend, and he defends with a 1. Apologies.
The Walker gets a blank, so
Excellent.
Billy knocks it prone. It's not going to really matter.
He's not going to be prone, we defended.
Yes, correct. 1-on-1 here.
Here we go. Lacey's also going to defend.
2 and a bite.
She is bitten, but it's not really going to matter.
She'll take a damage.
Yeah, and a bite.
And then 1-on-1 at the bottom here.
Here we go. Come on, Patricia, who's going to defend?
2 and a bite.
Oh, we've taken a couple of bites.
So she'll take 2 damage. Knocks her down to...
knocks her down to 2 wounds.
And a bite that isn't going to matter. Let's get on to the main event, though. Let's do Dexter. Let's do him first.
Dies.
White and a red. Gets 2 with a headshot.
I am still working out how many dice I need. 1, 2. Right, I've got them all now. I've got 10 dice in total.
I'm going to make you re-roll one of them.
Yeah, you are, Tom. Yeah, you are.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's very dead. I would put a prone walker there, but we've literally ran out at this stage. It doesn't matter.
Does not matter.
Andrew, can he create the 1 millimeter of separation that is available for him?
Furious. I'm literally
He's going to move like
at this stage.
There, like there's one bit where the bases don't touch.
I'm actually furious.
That's a heartfelt victory. Our handshake on camera,
Well
that
done,
is.
Tom.
We'll total up whatever the hell the score is. One heroic prisoner faces down. The horde just panicking.
God.
Get in the container.
Do you know what though, right? I genuinely feel robbed.
I just love that walk and the woman who's by the traffic light just keeps walking away from yours. It's just...
Honestly.
How was your score?
My score was 0 in the end.
0.
0.
Yeah. I had 14 walkers near mine in the end. I had 3 people dead, so call it 11.
Oh, 11-0. You never won that 11-0.
So, get good.
You jammy sod.
He's certainly going to change the scenario now. If everyone's dead, you're good.
I'm actually furious with him.
We'll talk it through in the end game. So Herschel dying was big deal. Like, I would definitely cheese that nimble roll at the end, but you've got to write the rules. You've got to say that you can't win if you've got no alive. I was like, I'll just fire my gun, I'll do everything. I mean, the event cards near the end made that a grandstand finish because as soon as we started drawing one saying move everyone wherever you want, it was just like, oh.
Yeah, no, they did. The event cards made the game. Obviously, 11-0. That's such a Tom Panner scoreline, isn't it?
Was it? Weren't you the person who lost 5-0 on supplies as well? Has that happened on camera as well? Oh, I'm having a good time, right?
Honestly. But I actually thought, and I'm sure the viewers will agree, it was a close game.
6 turns felt like a very long time. I think I went very early in getting the walkers over, and then it was like, I'm not going to survive this game. And you were kind of just like, yeah, I'm all right. I can pull 1 or 2 over at a time.
Yeah, I noticed at the event though that game lasts longer than in terms of literal time than most other Walking Dead games.
It's because you're making way harder decisions. Like when we were panicking, it's not so much panic that we were scared to get hit by the walkers. We're panicking to be like, God, I can't kite them this turn. I can't fire my gun and cause mayhem. It's the one time where you don't care about the threat tracker as well.
Well, you say that. I thought the threat hindered me a lot.
Probably. I mean, my police jacket helps me a lot, I suppose.
If the Herschel had stayed alive, I think that would have given me a bit more control over the walkers.
Yeah. He overextended himself slightly, and getting 2 blanks on 2 red dice is never a good thing.
No, it's just unlucky, that isn't it?
But I think the walkers coming on further away from the containers meant you could run a bit of a risk in the middle. Yeah. But no, I thoroughly enjoyed it. We said it's probably the one we've had to think the most about when we've recorded. There's a lot positioning and getting around models and walkers being in the way. But next battle report,
we're going to give a go to a new scenario. We're off with the next event that we're going to run.
Exactly. So,
but no secrets as to what it is just yet.
I think I'm going to paint up a different crew as well to use for this because prisoners have had their time. They've got their cheesy win.
He'll definitely use them again on the channel, though. He will. Don't worry about it.
Can I get them riding a tiger?
No, he can't. No, he can't.
So thank you for watching. As always, we're very much casual players playing for fun. We hope you've enjoyed it. We encourage you to do the same and let us know how you get on with these scenarios. We'll see you soon. Well, a massive thank you for watching that video, guys. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you want to find some more, they should be over here. And if you want to support the channel and the content that we create here, there's links to our Patreon and merchandise in the description below. Take care.